Hey everyone, it's Coach D. I wanted to share a really cool aha moment and client story with you. So, this client I've talked about many times. I probably will talk about her many more times. She's just done amazing things in the last 2 years, and a lot of it just comes down to her attitude, right? She's very open minded, always asking questions, always taking the coaching advice and running with it, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and she's had success because of it. So she's been doing really, really great. And she's actually teamed up with me with another client of mine who's going for her own goals. And we're kind of a little team of three working for this other client towards her goals too. So it's really cool dynamic. But anyway, this client sends us a group chat through my app last week. And this is what she said. I want to read this to you, leaving out a couple details. So she said, okay, so I'm mildly frustrated this morning. After all summer simmering at about X number of pounds, on my way to X number of pounds, my scale tells me I've gained 4.2 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Okay, remember that. I don't get what's changed. Ugh. If anything, I've upped my exercise game, and even this week I meal prepped and stuck with it. Maybe ate later than I wanted to, later than I wanted 2 evenings, but damn, come on, 4 pounds. So it was a back and forth between my other client and I supporting this client, saying, no, 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 stop right there. And this is where people get caught. They get so stuck on this number on the scale that doesn't give us the whole picture. It doesn't give us much of the picture, really. The scale takes into account a lot of different things that's happening in the body, and it doesn't give us the whole picture. And what's scary is that here's a client who's done amazing things, and she's come a long way. She's lost a lot of weight. She's really changed her lifestyle habits in general, and this just this little bit of change, this 4 pounds in only 2 weeks, which I'll get to that, potentially could throw her off mentally. That's not a good thing. And this is where we have to be very, very careful. So first of all, in 2 weeks, there can be fluctuation and there can be potentially not a lot of change. Ultimately, what we want is, if you are someone weighing yourself, we want to see over a big picture. So over a few months, let's say, what is the changes? And you're going to see this. It's not a linear progression in terms of weight loss or weight gain. It's up and down all the time. The body is constantly adjusting all the time. So 4 pounds in just 2 weeks is not a big deal. And in particular, when it was just, I think it was just a few days later, she wrote saying she had her best run time yet that she's ever had. So it was a perfect example of, if you're so hung up on this weight and yet other things are happening that's good, we don't want that number on the scale to derail you, because you really are doing great things. So it was kind of like, uh-oh, we got to hold her back here. So let me give an example of where I'm coming from with this. So this precision nutrition coach from the States did this amazing experiment. And the experiment was, he hopped on a scale at various times throughout the day, basically throughout a 12-hour period. So from 9 in the morning to about 9 at night. And just to show that, oh, sorry, it's a 24-hour period. Just to show the fluctuations in the body that naturally happen. Believe it or not, he wrote down all his weight. He wrote down whether it was before a meal, after a meal, with clothes, without clothes, and he kind of did a mixture of everything. There was a difference of 10 pounds in 24 hours. 10 pounds. And you think about it, all the water we take in, all the water we expel, all the food that we take in, all the other things we take into our body, the physiological processes that are happening, the environment around us and how our body adapts to that. There's so many factors that we cannot control to that extent, that is an amazing number, 10 pounds. So then when you look back at 4 pounds in 2 weeks, she might hop on the scale in another 2 weeks and be down 6 pounds. Like, who knows, right? So again, the whole idea here is we cannot get hung up on this number. We have to look at all the good things that are happening. So again, this precision nutrition coach had a low weight this day of 182.8 pounds. His high point was 191 pounds in the same day. So we can't rely on the scale. We really have to start looking at what are the positive changes we're making. And in my clients, from my client's point of view, her lifestyle has changed. It's been an amazing journey for her. There's been amazing progress. 4 pounds in 2 weeks. She cannot let that derail her. So I wanted to share that with you because there's a lot of people out there who sort of live and die by that number on the scale, right? And their day's either going to be really good or their day's going to be really bad based on a half a pound, let's say. We can't live that way. We can't go about our days that way, especially if it's going to derail us from all the good things we have been doing. So just keep that in mind. Think about this story, and I'd love to chat more about it if you have any questions or comments about that. But it was a really cool aha moment, and one of those times where you go, no, you're doing just awesome. Keep going. That's all you have to remember.